Alrighty, so today we got stiff leg deadlift, hip flexor march, we got the dragon flag 3-way that I like doing every now and again. And then we've got the standing chop tuck variation, so it'll be standing chop into press, well chop, I kind of like doing those halos. And then chop into press. And then from there, it'll also be a chop or to squat. So here we go. Might stick with 20 for the chops here today. And then after that, like I said, stiff leg deadlift, hip flexor march. Eight, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So again, doing the chops, I usually get 30 reps, 25 pounds. I actually feel like it was my shoulders and grip that was getting tired, as opposed to like, I'm just done with it. So, and that, admittedly, only worked out yesterday in terms of the push-ups. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm actually gym sore versus like joints feeling achy. So all right, we'll probably work into the chop squat next, just because that's the more difficult one for me in terms of like mobility, because it's the kind of more that front squat position. Don't know how many we'll do yet. Let's see. One. Two. That's one of those. Does not help that my legs are still kind of sore. And I'm going getting these done before the stiff leg deadlift. Whew. Catch our breath. I might end up doing the stiff leg deadlift last, and what else? Yeah, stiff leg deadlift last. Do the do the hip flexor march. Oh yeah, do the press, hip flexor march, stiff leg deadlift, and then the dragon flag. Whew. All right. So now it's the chop press. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. All right. One, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Whew. All right, so that's done. Took less time than I expected it, so that's good. So again, when it comes to this hip flexor march, one of the reasons I want to get an incline bench is so that I can go through a fuller range of motion. But we can at least work on some motion and balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. So, there's always some controversy in the exercise / physical therapy rehab, or whatever you want to call it, spheres as to, are you need to strengthen the hip flexors, you did this, that, and the other. That's 35 pounds there, and I was definitely getting tired. Yeah, it is a multi-joint, hip, knee, and ankle movement, but from the very least, like, some people already have trouble picking up one leg and balancing. So if you can do this, 10 times, but you can't do it with weight, well, maybe that should get looked at. Or if you can't do it holding a 40-pound backpack, maybe you should look at that. So, interesting thoughts. Catch your breath in that. I did have an interesting moment earlier today. I was unloading the dishwasher, and there's not much space between the dishwasher and the island, and I dropped the spoon. So for myself, I just kind of, left leg stayed on the outside of the dishwasher, my right leg twisted over, so I was in this kind of, maybe a warrior pose or whatever you want to call it. And then I already had silverware in my right hand, so I reached down with my left hand to get it. And I'm like, there's really probably, as far as I'm aware of, no specific exercise like that. Other than, actually, another thing about it, that kettlebell windmill that I like doing, right? So we just kind of slide down, come back up. Let's finish this set and then we'll continue that thought. Two, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Functional training, I feel like it is maybe a nebulous term right now, kind of like, oh, here, we're going to swing a sledgehammer onto this tire and call it functional. Okay. I don't know. I've never had to swing a hammer at a tire throughout my whole life, so if I was a lumberjack, sure, maybe, but or aspiring to be a lumberjack. But having to squat with, neutral spine or twisted spine, having to lift with neutral or twisted spine seems to be a lot more life applied. So I don't know if calling it awkward lifting is kind of more, I don't know if that's the greatest term, but if you have an idea to what we could call it, you let me know. All right. So we got the stiff leg deadlift next, and then we'll finish out with that leg lift in all three directions. Haven't had much to eat today, just a coffee and some yogurt with fruit. I want to get it done early so I can get the rest of my day going. So kind of starting to maybe fizzle just a little bit. That's where, discussing, nutrition and that pre-exercise nutrition is important. A carb, a protein, and some fluids. Just as a very generic, there are more specific recommendations if you're into more higher level athletics, or temperature dependent athletics, but that is beyond the scope of at least this video and maybe this channel. But let me know if you want a discussion on it, and we'll go from there. Okay. Whew. Well. Alright. Whew. Definitely felt that in the lats and the hammies, so pretty pleased with that. Whew. Yeah. A little fatigue starting to set in, but otherwise still feeling like good. Whew. All right. Also, it feels good to actually feels like my grip is getting work. I'm finally able to do enough reps to get my body sore versus I'm just tired and the weight just falls out of my hands. Nope, that was a button man. Six. Whew. That was an interesting mix of bad knee and stiff leg. That first rep, I was like, well, I'm going down real forward. And then I realized I was bending my knees. And then I tried to fix it, but I was like, oh, my hamstrings are getting tired. And I'm back to the bent knee version. Okay. Let's see here. I had been potentially looking into switching to a push-pull leg split, like a true push-pull leg versus, but I realized when I was like, yeah, base my full body workout around push-pull legs, but I digress. But then I realized like I'm not getting into the gym as consistently as I want. So even if I get one full body workout, I'm still working my whole body, which means the whole body's getting stimulated versus like, cool, I did push and pull, and then 2 weeks later I do legs. Like that just doesn't match up. So, all right. So I'm gonna stick with the full body just so I can at least, even if I get only 2 workouts in versus 3, I've worked all the major movements and I've loaded my whole body. So even if I do take 2 weeks off, I go back there and it's like, okay, I just did this 2 weeks ago. The body's still kind of ready. All right. There. Whew. All right. Catch my breath. So, getting some food right now sounds, and hydration, I think, sounds pretty good right now. This will probably be closer to a half hour just again because I didn't probably fuel as best as I could have. So I might be dealing with just like a touch of burnout, or I don't know if they burn out, but like burn up. All right. Oh, minimum of 8 in each direction is my hope. We'll see how feasible it really is. Okay. All right. The biggest issue is that these squares are kind of chilly and I'm warm, so I don't want to touch it. Oh, that's cold. Woo! Oh, boy. All right, where's my other hand? Okay. Made it down. Survived the trip down. Okay, here we go. Oh, it feels great already. Apparently I can't do it off of these mats or the whatever squares right now because I swear it's my back making that suction-y sound. So, as comedic as it is, you can't have it. Alright. So we did 6 forward. doing some hanging ab work instead. I have to move the hammer over. Alright, so we'll start with the sides. Whew. Hey. That's definitely a little challenging. Managed to get the 8. Alright. I'll try 8 to the other side, and I'll see if I can get maybe another 3 or 4 to the front. But just to kind of call things even. Five, 6, 8. Ooh. Alright, last 30 seconds, or you know what, outro. If you did what I did, great. If your back was a little less gassy, apparently, than my end, great, glad you can finish those out. You did your own thing, fine. If you're just starting looking for ideas, motivation, discipline, a community to support you, that's what we're trying to do here. So, good job today. Keep working hard. All right? We'll see you next time. Whew. Whew. All right. Good job today, folks. Give yourself a hand, all right? Let's try and be a little better every day. Good job. Keep working hard. All right.